In the last 10 minutes, Israel says Iran is playing with fire as it strikes forces in Syria. In the last 15 minutes, Israel launches heavy Syria strikes after F-16 crashes in the last half hour. Lebanon to lodge complaint with UN over Israeli use of airspace. IRGC Deputy Commander. Israelis lying Israel strikes dozen targets in Syria after intercepting Iranian drone. Israel urges Russia to prevent further escalation in Syria. In the last hour, Palestinian Groups Felicitate Syria on downing Israeli fighter jet. Pro-Assad alliance in Syria warns of severe response to Israeli attacks. Aoun, Berri, Hariri discuss developments in Syria. In the last 2 hours, Syria's air defense shoots down at least one Israeli jet fighter. Israel attacks Iranian targets in Syria as Middle East tension escalates. Remnants of Israeli raid on Syria found. Lebanon Israeli aircraft launches third raid on military positions. Syrian Army air defense units face fresh wave of Israeli air raids. Israeli warplane shot down attacking Iranians in Syria. F-16 crashes due to Syrian fire. Pilot in serious but stable condition. Israeli F-16 jet shot down by Syria. Fire, says military. In the last 4 hours, Israeli fighter jet shot down after bombing run in Syria. Israel says Syria, playing with fire, but does not want escalation. Israel launches attacks in Syria after F-16 crashes. Israel jet crashes amid Syrian fire. Syria's downing of F-16 jet. Warning message to Israel. U.S. A history of Israeli military aggression against Syria. IDF jet downed. Israel and Syria exchange fire in latest cross-border row. Israel carries out strikes against Iranian targets in Syria. Watch Syrian anti-air forces shoot down Israeli combat jet. Israel launches large-scale strikes in Syria after drone infiltration. After jet crashes, Israel's military strikes Syria and seizes Iranian drone. Israeli fighter jet crashes after being shot at by Iranian forces. Rocket sirens in Israel-occupied Golan Heights. Israeli fighter jet shot down by Syrian anti-aircraft fire. Military says Israel carries out new raid on Damascus countryside. Sources: Syrian air defenses hit Israeli warplanes targeting its military base. Israeli jet shot down in Syria after Iranian drone intercepted. Israel strikes Iranian targets in Syria. Large-scale Israeli raids hit Iranian targets in Syria. Israeli jet crashes after Iranian targets attacked in Syria. Israeli F-16 crashes while attacking Iranian targets in Syria. Israeli F-16 fighter jet shot down by Syrian anti-aircraft fire. Syrian anti-aircraft shot down our fighter jet, says Israel military. Israel, citing Iranian drone launched from Syria, strikes back with force. Syrian air defenses responds to Israeli aggression. Israel's military strikes in Syria, downs Iranian drone. Israeli F-16 crashes after attacking Iranian targets. Military claims Israeli fighter jet crashes under Syria fire. Israeli PM holds security consultations following Syria incidents. Reports: Syria says air defenses responding to new Israeli aggression. Explosions, sirens as Israel downs drone. Syrian air defense systems repel yet another Israeli attack. Reports: Iranian drone shot down after infiltrating Israel. Israeli warplane crashes near Syria amid exchange of fire. Israel says it shot down Iranian drone. Strikes at Syria, loses F-16. Syrian military source: air defenses repelled Israeli attack. Israeli F-16 crashes in Syria after attacking Iranian targets. Military: Israel downs Iranian drone, strikes Iranian facilities in Syria. In the last 6 hours, Israeli warplane crashes amid cross-border escalation with Syria. Israeli fighter jet crashes during strikes. Israeli fighter jet crashes under Syrian fire, says military. Israel intercepts Iranian drone and Syria shoots down jet. Israeli military says only one plane damaged by Syrian anti-aircraft fire. Israeli fighter jet crashes after anti-aircraft fire from Syria. Syria downs Israeli F-16 jet. Pilots safe. Israeli army says Syrian fire shoots down Israeli jet. Israeli F-16 jet shot down by Syrian fire. Military says Israel intercepts Iranian drone. Jet shot down by Syria. Syria shots down Israeli F-16 fighter.